My name is Professor Sudesh Sivarasu. I'm a South African Research Chair in Biomedical Engineering and Innovation, and I direct the UCT Centre for Biomedical Engineering Research, and I head Biomedical Engineering at UCT. In today's presidential PhD program, Roadshow, I was part of the panel that was discussing about innovation and translation in our PhD programs. So we start with the fundamental unmet clinical need. So once we know what is the fundamental unmet clinical need, then we figure out who is responsible for making decisions around healthcare delivery for this unmet clinical need. And then the researchers are brought onto this unmet clinical need to solve this need through their respective research and innovation. So some of these innovations can be a solution that addresses clinicians' efficiency during a surgical procedure. Some may be for patients' needs, some may be for the whole healthcare sector need. So it depends on the unmet need, and that defines our research, which makes our research more impactful because we are dealing with the people who need those solutions to begin with. I can share a number of examples around it. One of my favorite is something very simple. I always believe in simple solutions. Something very simple that is actually translated to solve people with myasthenia gravis, who has people who have eyelid drooping. There was a research that was conducted in our lab where we introduced South Africa's first open source medical device, and this medical device is currently being used in 17 different countries. I can give you another example where innovation for kids for using asthma inhaler pumps now is being sold and being commercially rolled out in various healthcare sectors. Not going far, we were part of the National Ventilator Project where we were looking at supporting the testing of ventilators, which has now ended up becoming quite a few ventilation-related solutions on the market. So, there have been very impactful research that has been conducted in our centers to translate it into the clinical workforce. So there are a number of layers of challenges that and gaps that we see in what academic research has done to what healthcare sector is actually needing. So I would say the first and foremost that we need to be focusing on is policy, because many of the policies actually determine how we do research and development in our labs and how that can be translated. The second is how we industrialize our innovation. There's a big challenge with it because with anything relating to health tech or health care or biomedical engineering related products, the amount of investment that is required to take a lab innovation into the clinical practice is quite rigorous, and we do not have infrastructure to do that. Thirdly, we do not have testing centers across the country to validate our devices or technologies to ensure that they are of the same standard, like the ones that you import from the US or from Europe. So we need to look into it from a holistic point of view, and I think there are multiple layers of challenges that we have, and we may need to come out with multiple layers of scaffolding solutions. In one word, it's futuristic, and it's most essential now, because we are in the crossroads where we are moving away from traditional academic research to look into what might be the next phase of research for the country. And presidential PhD program offers that correct platform where you can not only do research but also do research and innovation and translation into policy making. So the whole cascade of things that are needed for research is covered through the presidential PhD program, and that is what we had a detailed discussion at the panel today. And what I'm really excited about is the support mechanism that DSTI and NRF has put together through this presidential PhD program that will ensure that we generate more first generation PhDs and also create opportunities of employment and opportunities for overall economic growth for the country.